Hello, my name is Vanessa Barger, and this is day 8 of my 30 days of vlogging. I figured since my camera crapped out in the middle of the one yesterday, we would just go ahead and finish the best and worst movie adaptations. We're going to go with worst today. I apologize if the cat wanders in front of the camera because she's all over the place. I just gave her a new catnip toy and she's having a little bit of a freak out. You can probably hear her jingling. She's like rubbing herself all over this toy. So, my absolute worst movie adaptation ever, The Seeker. Anyway, it's based on Susan Cooper's The Dark is Rising series. And, I mean, there's so much wrong with this movie, I'm not even sure you can count it as being the same thing. Mind you, the only reason I own it is because it came out in theaters. I just didn't get there. I have a bad habit with movies of, oh yeah, I want to see that, and I run out of time. They go in and out of the theaters so fast sometimes now. Anyway, so, it was out in theaters, and then it wasn't, and then I walked past the $5 bin at Walmart one day and went, oh man, it's $5, I will totally buy that, I'm sure I'll love it. Worst $5 ever. Every once in a while I pull it out and watch it again, thinking it somehow has got better. It doesn't. I mean, The Dark is Rising is complicated, but they've taken some of the themes and tried to make them work. They've added characters in and taken characters out, and they've changed things in the storyline, and it just, I mean, you can kind of call it, like, the same thing. I mean, it's just so bad. The characters don't make any sense, and Will Stanton is such a whiny brat, and in the books he's more mature than he should be for his age, and there's a reason for that. I don't want to spoil it, because you should totally read the books if you're a fantasy fan. Lord of the Rings fan, it's right up your alley. But yeah, don't watch this movie. It's just not worth it. I'm trying to put this back. No, it's just not working. Huh. I'm gonna go with this one. I don't know that I can put it in the worst category per se. I had not read the books before I saw this movie. I really enjoyed the movie, actually. And I read the books afterward. It was kind of like I Am Number 4. I thought, I don't know. I just hadn't heard of the books for some reason. Don't touch that cat. She's messing with my camera stand, which is a sauerkraut tamper, if you know what that is. Anyway, I hadn't read the book, so I decided I'd try and read it because the movie was pretty good. The books are interesting. The books are interesting. They weren't bad, but they were not what I expected. They were far darker and far more gory than I actually thought they would be. I was very surprised when my mom was an elementary school librarian. Her elementary school had them in the library, and I was so confused because I don't think it's an elementary school level book personally. Maybe a very mature elementary schooler, but not every kid can handle that. Not because it wasn't well written, just because of some of the themes. I mean, you know, the kid... Anyway, the movie was pretty good. I kind of wish they had made the rest of them because I liked where the movie was going with it. This video maybe should have been called more of my favorite book-to-movie adaptations. Part of it is I don't actually own the ones that are bad for obvious reasons. I will tell you this. This is the best and worst at the same time. And it's probably a book that when I hold it up, all of the people, because I can tell you my high school students hate reading it, most of them, but I actually enjoyed it because I'm a weirdo. The Scarlet Letter by Nathaniel Hawthorne. This is so not like the book. But this, which is also not quite like the book, oh my god, I love it. I love Emma Stone in this one. I just find this such a fun movie. And it actually does a really good job of sort of capturing the idea behind the Scarlet Letter. I thought this was a fabulous movie, and I love that she says in this movie that you shouldn't watch this movie if you're trying to prove that you read the book while watching a movie. Because this is nothing, I mean, it's kind of entertaining, which is why I own it. It's one of those movies that you buy and you just don't tell anyone you actually kind of like. But you know, it's entertaining, but it's really not like the book in any way, shape, or form. I mean, same basic storyline, but they changed some major plot points. Anyway, so that's best and worst. This actually is a very good adaptation. I love Jane Eyre. You know, if I had to be on a desert island with a bunch of books, Jane Eyre would probably be one of them. I love this book. This is a great adaptation. I don't actually own the, for obvious reasons, I don't own the one that's bad. The new one, it's, I never pronounce this chick's name right. She played Alice in Alice in Wonderland, and her name is Mia, and I always pronounce her last name as Mia Wazowski. I know that it's not the Monsters, Inc. character, but I always picture it as Mia Wazowski. Anyway, the new Jane Eyre is awful. I will sit and watch every version of Jane Eyre and Pride and Prejudice and Persuasion ever made. But I could not watch more than 15 minutes of that movie. It was just, they started it off like 3/4 of the way through the book and did it all in flashbacks. Or at least I think they did it all in flashbacks, because I didn't make it more than 20 minutes. 15, 20 minutes tops. Because I was so, just no. I mean, on so many levels, just no. My other movie adaptation that I did not like was The City of Bones, which there is a link somewhere around here to the video review I did of that on Friday night after I went to see it, so I'm not going to repeat that for you here, but it was not, I'm not a fan, so if you really enjoyed it, might not be a good video for you to go click on, just saying. So yeah, I really didn't get around to worst, but you know, I don't own a lot of the worst, and quite frankly I try to forget them. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave any links to anything you think was awful or anything you think I definitely should check out. Please leave comments. Tell me what else you'd like me to talk about, because quite frankly 30 days is a long time and I'm kind of running out of ideas, and it's only day 8. So if you would like to see anything in particular, perhaps photos of the cat who keeps walking across the screen. I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure she's being, like, she's going to be all over this video, and I apologize. So yeah, anything you want to see, hear about, I mean, you know, if you want me to dress up like a pirate, tell me what you think. And have a great day.